Apologies for the sound of the wind if the mic's picking it up. And in this segment, we're going to be talking about something that really has really aggravated me. Honestly, it's really annoyed me. And this is a scandal in Scotland. I don't know if it's going to be as bad in the UK. I don't think GCSE results have come out in the UK. But if they do something like this, oh, I'm going to be doubly mad. I'm gonna be doubly mad. It's gonna get another video, but thousands of pupils in have their exam grades lowered. This is in Scotland, and this is specifically to do with kids in deprived areas. So if you look here, SQA, I guess they're the Scottish, the Scottish Exams Board, showed that the high percentage rates from pupils for the most deprived backgrounds was reduced by 15.2 percentage points compared to only 66.9 points for the wealthiest of pupils. And for the least deprived areas, 92.3% estimated pass fell to 87.1%. And the reason why they did this, is because these kids are going to deprived schools where grades are typically lower than the richer schools, which makes sense. If you're a richer school, if you go to a better school, chances are you might have a better teacher, or you might have additional tutoring. You might have a personal tutor that will help you. And so this is a national scandal for Nicola Sturgeon, and I want to warn Sturgeon here and the SNP that these kids growing now, in 2 years' time, they'll be old enough to vote. And forget for altruistic reasons why you'd want this to happen. In 2 years' time, these kids will not forget. So I suggest you sort this out, Sturgeon. Genuinely do, because you're a monumental buffoon if you let this happen. This is a resignable offence. Honestly, it is. Because if we actually look at the actual stories here, this girl's here. Her life has been put on hold. Straight A pupils' dreams of medical school have been destroyed with the arrival of a single text message, and that's how they get exam results. You can opt in for text results. Olivia Braga achieved 5 A's in her higher prelims, I think that's like mock exams, and was predicted by her teachers to be awarded the same when her results arrived on Tuesday morning. But despite spent the summer studying for university's clinical aptitude test, UCAT, she was awarded 2 A's and 3 B's. Olivia believes she was downgraded because of where she lives. Scotland's exam results today have been marred by disappointment of thousands who received worse grades than they had been expecting. And the thing is, right, these teachers are going to have predicted grades based on things like mock tests. So what the SQA should have done is talk to these teachers, see if you can get the papers or whatever, and gone from there. Or the only option is the nuclear option, where you put everyone's lives on hold and you get them to study for another year, so they can pass these exams. That's the only other way I can see this happening. But they've taken the stupid option of downgrading kids from lower deprived areas, and we'll see if there's anything more on this from here. So credibility issue. Asked about the process at her daily briefing, Sturgeon said, "What we want to make sure is this year's results have a degree of credibility. That means that they're not so out of sync with previous years." So what they're saying is, if the school did badly in previous years, then students this year would be penalised, which is so stupid and such a backward system. As much as I would love to be in a position of standing here credibly saying that 85% of the 20% in the most deprived areas had passed higher, given that it was 65% last year, that would be a real credibility issue. But the thing is, what you've done is a stupid system where you've taken a broad brush here and said to specific students that, no, you couldn't get an A, you're in a poor area. And that's what we've seen here. If we go to, this is Ian Murray, a teacher. Eve has been superb at maths this year, her strongest subject, an A student all the way. SQA, Eve can't get an A in maths because she goes to a school in a deprived area. A C is average. First Minister, it's all the teacher's fault. That's not what's happened here. Eve, that's my uni chance gone. And I think some of this is he's overstated, because obviously he's part of the Scottish Labour Party, which I would say that's a very stupid thing for you to do as well. To do something like this, come out with a tweet like this. But this is essentially the message that has gone out. This message has gone out. You're in a poor area. How the hell are you going to achieve these grades? And the thing is, right, what annoys me is, if this was my school year in, say, GCSE, there would have been a lot of kids who were incredibly smart, I can think of, right now, who would have had their grades lowered because of the school they went to. I can think of, if they did this at A-level, a lot of people who would have went to top universities. I'm talking about one guy specifically, I'm not going to mention his name here. I doubt he follows the channel, but shouts out to him if he figures out who he is. He got top grades all across the board at A-level. A man who's far more intelligent than I am. He had the pick of any university. Could you imagine if they said to him, well, you go to that school, you couldn't get these grades? That's him. And in the year where I redid A levels, because I'm all for writing essays, I had a lot going on that year as well. There was at least, I think, 3 or 4 guys who would have been the same, who could have had their grades lowered because of this stupid system that they've implemented. And if it's here, the teachers are saying this kid's a straight A student, look at the mock papers. Look at things like mock papers. Look at things like predicted grades. This is such an asinine system that they've implemented that because she lives in a deprived area, she's been downgraded. It's embarrassing. Honestly, it's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for Nicola Sturgeon, who should be doing a lot better here, a lot better here. And, you know, you're so-called lefty. Get out of here, so-called lefty. My God, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. And that it has emerged that the exam body, the SQA, has lowered 125,000 estimated grades, a quarter of the total. That's kids who have had their grades, the grades that they thought they would get, lowered. And those aren't just kids, you know, like her predicted A's. These are kids that are predicted probably C's and B's, who have been relegated to getting D's. And they're going to have to spend another year of their lives resitting their GCSEs. Same as her, probably. She'll probably have to redo it if she wants to get into university to do this test. And I'm just embarrassed. Honestly, I don't know what more to say about this. But you know, there's an appeals process. So if if you're someone like her, and you think you have a genuine appeal to make, then please feel free to do so. If there's anyone in Scotland watching this video, then, you know, feel free to comment and let me know what you think of this. And yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.